Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of AFR Monday Night Tights. I'm your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we have a what should be an exciting show. We are just 2 weeks away from our February pay-per-view event, Roses Are Dead, and tonight will play a big part in what we're going to see at that show, as we're going to determine the #1 contender for all 3 of our title belts. So it should be an action-packed night. Grab some popcorn, grab a frosty beverage, sit back and relax, and it is time for Monday Night Tights. Alright, here we are live at the Biddy Beer Arena here in Medfield, Massachusetts, and our opening match of the evening will feature member of the committee, Triple G, and he will be taking on the young upstart wrestler Booth Dalen, otherwise known as the Super Stinger. He's been on a nice little tear lately and has gotten himself some high-profile wins, but he'll have his hands full tonight as he takes on Triple G, I don't know, I guess you could say he's probably second in command of the committee. So let's see what happens in our opening matchup. Alright, so let's roll our dice and see what happens in our pre-match. We are going to go to highlight reel O. Oh, and 14 on highlight reel O. Alright, let's see. The favored wrestler speaks conciliatory words about opponent. Huh. Decrease grudge grade by 1 point. So Triple G in a twist actually says that he's impressed with Super Stinger's performance, and he wishes the rookie good luck. He didn't have any grudge grade, so his grudge grade will remain at 0, but an interesting beginning to the show here. But they'll come down to the ring. John Sievers will be our referee for this matchup. He calls everything right down the center. So no special rules for him. Oh, and I do want to mention, if anybody is watching for the first time, this app that I'm using here in the middle, it is designed by a fan of this game. He goes by Solo Variant over on the Delphi forums. And he has created this. It's a web page. He's done a couple things to modify it for me to use on my show, but it is not the standard cards that come with the deck. So there are some things that come up in this digital app that are not part of the regular game. So I just wanted to let everyone know that. And if you want to check this this digital app out yourself, there's a link in the show notes right below, and you can introduce these into your game. All right, so here we go. The bell rings. We're underway. Triple G versus Super Stinger. And let's see what happens. And right away, it's going to be a TV move. Triple G is a AA rating. Excuse me. And Super Stinger has worked his way up to an A, but he's not at Triple G's level yet. So Triple G will take the lead. And he'll hit a nice 2-point move to take the lead. Let's see. A cradle neck breaker to start things off. Ooh. Oh, that's gotta hurt. All right, so the control wrestler right now, that is going to be Triple G. He hit the last move, and he is indeed powerful. So he'll Oh, a tights pull takedown. So showing no quarter given to the rookie. He's laying it on thick here to start things off. Let's see, cheat. He actually does not have the cheat quality. All right, so we will go to the next one. Grudge. That is going to go to the Super Stinger. He has a grudge grade of 7. Let's see, and the die roll is a 2, so that's going to be a gold grudge maneuver, an inverted face lock, and then down into an elbow drop for 3 points. And here comes the Super Stinger. Oh, but it's going to be another TV move. Triple G right back in the lead. Let's see, working on the neck. The Super Stinger, a big twist. Takes him down for 2 points. And let's see, strong. Are they both strong? No, they're not. So just Triple G. Let's see. So he's going to set him up. What's a nice... Oh, there we go. An airplane spin toss for 2 points. And Triple G off to a good start here. Let's see. Neither of them are heavy. Oh, and another TV move one. He's got the crowd either cheering or booing behind him, but he'll take it. Let's see. An atomic noogie gets him in a headlock, and then a big knuckle shot right to the temple for 2 points. Let's see. Mean. Right now, neither of them are mean. Super Stinger does have the mean quality, but only when he's on a square space. So nothing there. Quick. That's going to go to the rookie wrestler. So he's going to... let's see, lands a series of blows followed by a big face driver for 3 points. He's not out of this yet. Crowd chanting. Who's going to win this one? Oh, that's Triple G. He's going to take that. It stuns him and then goes off the second rope for a big headbutt for 1 point. Let's see, strong. That's going to be Triple G again. Oh, a big knee drop for 2 points. Let's see, is he powerful and strong? Oh, he is. So this is going to be a 2-point maneuver, but then he's going to get 1 because he's also powerful and strong. So he's going to set him up for his the G-string figure 4 arm lock, and there is no getting out of that. He locks it in, and Super Stinger is forced to tap. So there we go. Triple G puts on a clinic against the rookie Super Stinger and gets the win by submission to start off our evening. All right, so a valiant effort by the rookie, but just not enough. All right, so let's see what happens in our post-match. We are going to go to Highlight Reel X. 22 on Highlight Reel X. 22, go to Highlight Reel Y. All right, 11, go to Highlight Reel Z. 45. Let's see, a Hotbox member is suspended by the commissioner for misconduct between matches. Huh, interesting. All right, let's see. It's going to be an ally of Super Stinger. Oh boy, he doesn't really have a defined ally. He's been sort of working his way up here. Let's see, who could be one of our young wrestlers? Oh, here we go. How about Adam 10-8? And the commissioner hears him say something, takes it out of context, and says, "That's it, Adam, you are suspended." And he's going to suspend him for 2 matches, or for 2 shows. Super Stinger not happy about that. And the committee perhaps is behind pulling the strings on that. Not satisfied with just getting the win, but then also messing with the friends of their defeated opponent. All right, so there we go, our first match in the books. And next up, we have got a tag team grudge match. And this match is going to determine the #1 contender for the tag team titles at our pay-per-view event in a couple of weeks. And this is going to be a rematch from last week with the the newly formed team of the Border Patrol, Dancing Bob Hansen, the man, the myth, the legend, from Wisconsin, and partnering up with his friend from Canada, Can-Am connection here, the Canadian Express, Mark Russell. They will be taking on the Wilds, a team of Scrapyard Mongrel and Screamin' Eagle. So this is a grudge match, and let's see. Oh, interesting. So our referee for this match is going to be Doug Grayson, and he's going to favor the faces, which I guess we'll say that for this it's going to be the favored wrestlers. The Border Patrol is kind of a right now a neutral team as far as being a face or a heel, but we'll say that they're a face for this match. So anytime there is a quality check on a tie when they're on a square, instead it'll go to the Border Patrol. Alright, so let's see what happens in our pre-match for this one. Highlight reel O. And 53. A Hotbox ally of the underdog wrestler offers disarming comments. Reduce the ally and underdog grudge grades by 1 point. Alright, so the Wilds, they get a pep talk from one of their friends backstage. Tells them that they're cheering them on and they deserve to be here. And so their grudge grade goes down by 1 point. But they will still have the grudge grade advantage. They're still at 3 and the Border Patrol are at 0. So, alright, we are ready to get things underway. Let's see. We'll have the Scrapyard Mongrel and Dancing Bob Hansen will be in the ring to start things off. And there's the bell, and we are underway. Alright, so right away, Bob Hansen, with the crowd cheering behind him, he's going to land a straight cross to the Scrapyard Mongrel for a point. And let's see. One is going to be... Oh, it's going to be a hot tag for the non-scoring team. So the Mongrel gets drilled back into his own corner, and Vinny Crespino, the Screaming Eagle, tags him on the back, jumps in, and then hits a nice short arm clothesline on Dancing Bob Hansen for a point. And let's see what happens next. Quick. That's going to go to the Screaming Eagle. After the clothesline, he hops up on the top rope and hits a big body press. Uh-oh. And let's see. No tag. They're going to both stay in the ring. All right. Let's see. Agile. He is agile. So there we go. He's going to hit him with a stun gun. And for another point... Let's see, 6. Oh, and there we go. A little tag team work from the Wilds. He tags back in the Mongrel. And then he'll hold Bob Hansen in an abdominal stretch. Scrapyard Mongrel comes in, gives him a nice little chop to the gut. And that'll be worth another point. Alright, let's see. Heavy and agile. I don't think either of them are going to have that. No. Alright, so we'll go to the next one. Strong. Alright, so that is, let's see, they're tied. So it's going to go to, well, so here's it would normally go to the trailing wrestler, but because he's on the square, it's now going to go to the favor because of the referee. But in this case, it's going to go to Bob Hansen in either case. So he's going to set him up and hit a nice forward rolling fall away slam for 2 points. Border Patrol back in it. Let's see. And then he will tag in the Canadian Express, Mark Russell, in action for the first time tonight. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot to fill in his TV grade. He should have a B in there. All right. So there we go. Oh, the wrestler with the higher TV and grudge grade. Alright, oh, so he would need to have the higher TV grade and the higher grudge grade, which in this case he doesn't. He has the higher TV grade, but not the higher grudge grade, so nothing going on there. Let's see. Oh, neither wrestler mean. Uh-oh, crowd getting restless. Oh, and there's the boo rule, so the favored wrestlers, they're going to feed off the crowd booing. Hit a couple moves, move ahead by 2 points. And let's see. And then Mark Russell will tag back in Bob Hansen. Let's see what he can do here. TV move. That's going to go to Bob Hansen. He grabs him, tosses him into the ropes. And then when he comes back, hits a hip toss. And no tag. They'll both stay in the ring. Let's see. Heavy and powerful. No. We'll go to the next one. Let's see. Is he smart? Yes, he is. All right. So a shooting star press for a point. And then he'll tag back in Mark Russell. The Border Patrol keeping a fresh man in the ring. Let's see. Helped. Well, yeah, we're in a tag match, so both are going to be helped. Alright, so that's going to be a big mat slam by the Border Patrol tag team maneuver. And let's see. But Mark Russell's going to stay in the ring. Quick. I think that they are both... They're both quick. But however, because of Doug Grayson, he's actually going to favor the Border Patrol. So that's going to go to Mark Russell. Ooh, a big 3 points. A leg face driver. And the Border Patrol in control here. No tag. They're going to both stay in the ring. Oh, and we're going to go to the wild card for the first time tonight. So let's see. 53 on the tag team wild card. 53. Is this wrestler quick? Oh, no. He does have the quick, but only when he's on a circle. And right now he's on a square. So he's unable to get out of the way of a slingshot move, and bam! Opponent scores 1 point. Mark Russell goes down. Let's see. And Scrapyard Mongrel finally going to be able to tag back in his partner, the fresh man. Let's see what happens. Strong, that's going to go to the Screaming Eagle. He'll set him up for a crucifix powerbomb. Ouch, 1 for 2 points. Here come the Wilds. For quick tag back into the Mongrel. Come back. Uh-oh, trailing wrestler's choice of quality. Let's see, his TV grade is C. Alright, so he'll use his, I guess, his agility. Oh, but it's only 1 point in the comeback. Let's see, hot tag. Mark Russell is able to leap and to the outstretched hand of Dancing Bob Hansen. He comes in and drills the Scrapyard Mongrel with a quick jab. They're in control now. Let's see, agile. Oh, well, that's going to go to the Scrapyard Mongrel. Uses agility to get out of the way and then slam into Hansen. Let's see. And then he'll tag back in the Screaming Eagle. Boy, it's anybody's match here. Everyone tiring out. And we're getting towards the end. Let's see, powerful. Oh, that's going to go to Bob Hansen. Hits a big arm breaker for a point. Screaming Eagle goes down, and he's going to go for a pinfall. He hooks the leg. Screaming Eagle only has a D for a TV grade. So this might be it. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so the winner of this bout and the new #1 contenders for the tag team title is the Border Patrol, and they are going to face the UnNatural Disasters in 2 weeks at Roses Are Dead. All right, let's see what happens in the post-match. We're going to go to Highlight Reel X. 44 on Highlight Reel X. 44, go to Highlight Reel Y. 52. The Hotbox ally of defeated wrestlers protests disinformation by Federation opponents and sets record straight. Increase the ally and defeated wrestler TV grades by 1 letter grade. Alright, so how about that? Well, let's see. The Screaming Eagles, they're another new team, so they don't have a defined ally. Let's see. Well, here we go. How about, well, I feel like there's another wrestler who would kind of fit in with these guys. Here we go. How about Manus Humanus? comes out and complains. All right, so they're going to actually have their TV grade increased. So Screaming Eagle will go up to a C. Scrapyard Mongrel goes to a D. And Manus Humanus is going to go to a D as well. Let's see, and was it... Yeah, just their TV grade. Okay. All right, so there we go. Because this was a grudge match, the Border Patrol, they're going to have their TV grade increased by 1 as well. So they're going to go up to an A, and just in time for their title match that will be in 2 weeks. All right, so there we go. Border Patrol has their eye on the tag team titles. All right, and so next up we have a special edition of the Signal of Truth interview segments, and it is going to feature one member of the reigning tag team champions, Freakenstein, and last week they had a tag team title match. And though they won, there was some definite friction that happened inside the ring. And Freakenstein seemed to turn on his partner halfway through the match, though they did finish it and they defended the title. So we're going to see what happens in this interview segment if Dolph Signal can get some answers from Freakenstein Sr. All right, so let me get to the highlight reel chart. We'll roll the dice and see what happens. 35. The guest successfully hypes his next match with a great speech. Next match becomes a grudge match, and if it's already a grudge match, increase the wrestler's grudge grade by 2d6 points. Well, their next match is going to be their title match against the Border Patrol. So how about that? His grudge grade is going to go up by 7. So his grudge grade is going to go up to 12. And perhaps things are well. He says that he's ready to just go back to work and defend his title. But that's all he'll say at this time. So maybe he makes an offhand comment about how sometimes he feels like he's carrying the team. But so there we go, another episode of the Signal of Truth, and now it is our second to last match of the evening, and this is going to be the #1 contender match for the heavyweight championship, and is going to feature the leader of the committee, Zed Groupthink, and he's going to be taking on Enigma, otherwise known as Who Is This Guy? They had a match last week, but it ended in controversy with a couple of different mystery referees coming in, and so the commissioner decided that we're going to have another match this week, and this will be a no disqualification match to determine the #1 contender. So we will have a winner tonight. So let's see what happens. Ed Jacobs going to be our referee for this match. He'll call the match right down the middle. So let's see what happens in our pre-match. Pre-match, we're going to go to highlight reel O. And 56. Let's see. The commissioner's TV comments diffuse anger of the favored wrestler, reduces grudge grade by 3 points. All right, so the commissioner, Howard Shore, says that he's all but certain that Zed Groupthink is going to be not only the #1 contender, but the next heavyweight champion here in the WAF. So Zed Groupthink's grudge grade goes down to 0 before the match. All right, so here we go. They both step into the ring. Groupthink outweighs Enigma by 25 pounds, but they're both big guys. Enigma 6'3", 275 from parts unknown. Zed Groupthink 6'6", 300 pounds from Los Angeles, California. So here we go. This is for the #1 contender to the heavyweight championship. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, and right away there's a helped and Zed Groupthink. He's never far away from his helpful members of the committee. Let's see. So, in fact, it's going to be the tag team of the committee, Zip It and Leave. They're going to run down and work over Enigma before the match starts, or just as the match starts. But because there's no disqualification, the referee can't do anything. So he'll jump out to a 2-point lead, and then order is finally restored as the Zip It and Leave do indeed zip it and leave. Alright, so let's see what happens next. Favorites, well, that's going to be Enigma. He's going to come right back with a big press slam to get back into the match. Let's see, powerful. I believe they are both powerful. Oh, and right now they're both tied, so it's going to go to the favored wrestler. Oh, and off the top rope, knife hand chop. And he drills it for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Specialty. Oh, well, so it's going to go right back. So Enigma is going to hit his specialty because now he's trailing. And he's going to hit it for 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. A big knee lift after tossing Groupthink into the ropes. All right, next, let's see. Oh, well, right back to, so Groupthink comes back, and let's see, he locks him up in his brain freeze, a twisting chin lock. 1, 2 for 3 points. Enigma finally gets out of it. They both stand up. Let's see, grudge. Neither wrestler has a grudge. They're both at 0. All right, so we'll just go to the next one. Back to another specialty. All right, so another big knee lift from Enigma for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Who's going to be the #1 contender? Let's see, agile. I don't think either of them are agile. No, they're not. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Oh, boy. Trailing wrestler, and that's going to be Groupthink. He is going to come back. He's going to use his mean streak. Big eye rake, and then an eye poke. And then a low blow. And he is right back in control of this match. Oh, and we're going to go to the wild card. All right, so a 15 on the hardcore wild card results. 15. Let's see. Is the favorite wrestler favorite? No, he is absolutely not. Oh, he's fatigued, so not able to use gold, silver, or bronze move the rest of the match. Well, which actually he doesn't have a grudge grade, so that's not going to really affect him. But all right, so next one. Is he smart? Oh, actually he's not. But neither is his opponent. But his opponent does have the favorite quality. So he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna wrap him up in a Cobra clutch sleeper hold. For 2 points before Groupthink is finally able to kick out of it. All right. Oh, and then the match is going to spill out onto the floor. So they're both going to lose a point. And let's see. All right. So the white die is for Groupthink, and the black die is for Enigma. So let's see how long it takes them to get back in the ring. And, oh, they both get in before they lose anymore. Alright, so action back in the ring. Mean. Oh, that's going to go to Groupthink. Oh, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. And the leader of the committee is in control. Figure he's going to be close to setting him up for his finisher. Let's see, heavy. Oh, he is, but only when he's on a circle. And Enigma is not. Go to the next one. TV move. Oh, that's going to go to Groupthink. Let's see. Hits a big power bomb for 2 points. Oh, and he's going to hook him up for a pin. Let's see. Enigma has a TV grade of B. Oh, and he kicks out on 1. Oh, my. Groupthink a little stunned at that. Enigma stands up. The match continues. Let's see, is he agile? Neither wrestler is agile. The opponent is strong. Oh, so that's going to be 2 points. Oh boy, anybody's match here. That's going to be Enigma again. Hits another Big chop for 1 point. Let's see. He is not mean. Oh, but Groupthink is. Hits a big vertical body splash. And he's going to get him set up for his scoop slam pile driver, which he calls the big idea. And let's see, is he going to drill it? Yes, he is. Oh, he is not getting up from that. The referee counts. It's academic at this point. 1, 2, 3. And Zed Groupthink is the #1 contender for the heavyweight title. And he will face the Head Trip in 2 weeks to try to regain the title and become a 2-time champion. All right, so members of the committee will come out and congratulate their leader, and we'll get ready for our main event of the evening. And this is going to be a non-title match featuring our current heavyweight champion and his former ally, Bring It On Chris Babylon, who assaulted him during an interview segment last week and challenged him to a match. But because he's not the #1 contender, this will be a non-title matchup. All right, so let's see what happens during the pre-match. We're going to go to highlight reel R. Let's see, 25 on highlight reel R. The heel fails for the face's ruse. Reduce the heel's grudge grade by 1 point. All right, so the Head Trip comes out and tells him that even though he turned on him, that he still considers him a friend. And but unfortunately, again, in this case, Chris Babylon doesn't have a grudge grade, so it'll still stay at 0. So, all right, so who is going to be our referee for this match? Oh, it's going to be John Johnson, and he is going to favor the heel. All right, so anytime that there is a tie and one of the wrestlers is on a square, it's going to go to Chris Babylon instead of the trailing wrestler. So let's see if that has any effect on the match. Here we go. They're both in the ring. 6'9", 330 pounds. The reigning heavyweight champion, Leodis McCown, the Head Trip, and he'll be taking on. He outweighs his opponent here by 105 pounds. But Chris Babylon not afraid. He'll see if he can use his quickness and agility to shock the champion in this non-title matchup. All right, so here we go. Favorite. Ooh, and the champ does not have the favorite quality. Neither wrestler does. All right, so we'll go to the next one. Grudge. Oh, well, that's going to be the Head Trip. He has a grudge grade of 7. Let's see. And he's going to hit him for his silver move, so 2 points. Strings a couple of moves together to jump out in the lead here. Favorites. Oh, that's going to go to Chris Babylon this time. He's going to come right back. Oh, and he latches on an Iron Claw for 3 points before the Head Trip is able to finally break out of it. All right, so signature, the next card, and whoever wins it, they're going to hit their signature for 2 times the points. Ooh, so this could be humongous. Cheat. Oh, and neither wrestler has the cheat quality, so nothing doing there. Both miss an opportunity. All right, TV move. Well, that's going to be our champion. He's got a AAA. Let's see, what does he hit? A nice reverse suplex slam for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Champion in the lead. Let's see, heavy. Yes, he is definitely heavy. So he'll throw Babylon into the corner and hit a big splash for 2 points. Champion out in front here. Let's see, powerful. Well, it's going to go to the trailing wrestler this time, so he'll hit a stomp on the champion for a point, trying to work himself back into the match. Let's see, manager. Neither wrestler has a manager, so we'll skip that one. Chris Babylon, he does have the favorite quality, so 2 points. Let's see. Oh, a nice sidewalk slam from the challenger here. But then our champion's going to fight back and then end up locking him into a figure 4 leg lock. Let's see, for 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Chris Babylon's able to make it to the ropes to break the submission. They both stand back up. Let's see, powerful. Well, we're going to go to the trailing wrestler. Let's see, but if his opponent is quick... Oh, and he's not because he's on a circle. All right, so 3 points. A shoulder leg breaker. 1, 2, 3. And it is anybody's match at this point. Let's see. Heavy. That's going to go to the head trip. Ooh, backdrop fallaway slam. Oof. And, oh, here we go. Another chance for somebody to hit a gigantic move. Oh, and that's going to be... that's going to be the head trip. Let's see. So it would be... Oh, it's only going to be a bronze, though, because that die is 5. So 2 points, though, because it doubles it. Or no, actually, it said that if he has it, he hits his signature times 2. All right, so his signature is a throat thrust. He calls it Bad Karma, and it's worth D6 points. So, oh, yeah, so it's going to be worth 8. All right, so he'll hit his Bad Karma setup. And then signal for the trip down memory lane. So he tosses him into the ropes, sweeps him down to the ground, and then bounces off the ropes himself and hits a big forearm smash. And then he covers and he gets it. 1, 2, 3, and it is over. And the head trip wins and defeats his former ally, Chris Babylon. So a little tune-up match for the champion. Let's see if anything happens in the post-match. I'm going to go to Highlight Reel X, and we get a 36. 36. The ally of the winning wrestler compliments opponent, reduce the ally's grudge grade by 2 points. All right, so the head trip... He has been hanging out with, let's see, where'd that guy go? Oh, I thought I had him up here. All right. All right, well, we'll say that he was hanging out with Ken Kendall, Kenny 2020. And they celebrate backstage, and 2020 gets his grudge grade reduced by 2, so he's down to 0. And that's how our show is going to close out. Except right at the last minute, our beloved, well, by some, Commissioner Howard Shore is going to come out. And he says that the first match of the evening that happened when Triple G defeated Super Stinger, that match should have been for the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship, and he's going to retroactively say that that's the case. So Triple G is now the #1 contender for the U.S. Championship, and he will face Sean Banner at Roses Are Dead in 2 weeks. So again, the commissioner, fully in the pocket of the committee, has now handed a title shot to Triple G. So there's a chance that the committee will have both the U.S. Championship and the heavyweight title in 2 weeks. But for now, we will wrap things up by saying we'll be back here next week, and we'll have a couple of interesting matches. Everyone will be tuning up for the pay-per-view event. I will say that all 3 of our champions, the U.S. champion Sean Banner, our heavyweight champion Head Trip, and the tag team champions, they will all be in action next week in non-title matches. But we'll see what happens, and then in 2 weeks we'll have our pay-per-view event where all 3 tag team titles, or all 3 titles, will be defended. So that is all for now, guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, guys.